Hello again. I'm going to start by making an admission. I am not very keen on governments. I don't mean that I'm an anarchist, one of those types who believes that we can get by without governments or a police force. I am well aware that a government is necessary to coordinate different things, such as defence. I just want them to get on with it quietly and to do as little as possible while leaving me alone. This has really not been the case since the present government came to power 2 years ago. I have never known such an interfering bunch of busybodies in all my life. They are constantly doing things which I do not want them to do, and then telling me that these are for my own good, and I must pay for them. Two examples will be enough to make this point. Last year, churches and schools and shops were closed down by government order and people were forbidden to picnic in the countryside or sunbathe on the beach. I could not invite my family to come and stay over Christmas. All this was hugely expensive, and now the government is presenting us with the bill, which will be 1.25% of our income each year forever, taken in an added levy in the form of an increase in national insurance contributions. You see what they have done here? They came rushing in saying, I'm from the government, I am here to help, and then mucked up our lives and charged us money for doing so. Then there's the determination to build a lot of windmills to generate electricity, something which I don't want and neither do many other people. I want cheap electricity and gas, like everybody else. Instead, the government tells us that we must stop driving cars powered by petrol and will forbid us by law from having a gas boiler in our homes. All this is going to cost an enormous amount of money, and so there is another levy added to our gas bills and our electricity bills. Once again, we are being compelled to pay the government for something which most of us do not want. All on the grounds that they are helping us by doing things that are ultimately for our own good if we did but know it, but are very expensive, and so they want us to give them the money to do it. What do I actually want? The same as everybody else. I want the government to back off and leave me alone. I want them to let companies drill for oil and dig up coal if that's commercially viable, so that my fuel bills do not rise out of control. I want the government to stop trying to help me by bullying me into doing things which I would rather not, and to let me get on with living my life and deciding for myself what I will spend my own money on. I have a better idea of what it is that I need than the government. I don't want the government to come telling me that they're here to help me. I want to be left alone.